and welcome to another episode of Duke and Leon School of Life, and I have Leon the lesbian with me.
You really are getting low on the L's, aren't you? Lesbian.
You are a lesbian.
Yeah, I am a lesbian. Yeah, that's right. I've got hairy armpits.
You don't shave your legs.
Don't shave my legs. Argue with people all the time.
You can beat the shit out of me.
Get thrown out of Aldi's for being abusive. Actually, I did get into a little bit of trouble this week. It was a text. I was texting someone and I just got a little bit too loose. And but not. I don't know. In a way, I thought it was all right. I'll read out you the chain, right? So This is the president of my model engineering club, and I had to ask him whether he'd gone to this venue. I said, "So did you go?" Right? So and he replies, "No, had to pick my wife up from the airport." So I text back, "Next week you can take her back," right? And then I thought, as I pressed the button, I thought, "Oh fuck, I'm not talking to Duke." Shit, because I forgot. I just it was just an open, that's what I would say. And then I thought, "Oh fuck." And nothing. And then about 4 hours later, he texts back and he goes, "Still working out your sense of humour, but I highly respect all attempts at it."
Fucking hell.
So what do you think? Am I in trouble or what?
No, I just think he's a boring cunt.
But that's what you would, if someone said that,
Yeah.
I just had this vision of you going, "Oh, I had to pick up my wife from the airport," and I thought, well, that's all right. You can take it back, Like, what could?
Speaking of phones, I had a friend. I was talking to a friend, and I said something, and she goes, "Shit." I said, "What?" And she goes, "I can't have you on loudspeaker." And I said, "Do you fucking know me at all? Why the fuck would you have me on loudspeaker?"
Oh, right. Oh, you mean in public, like for public?
Yeah. And then I thought to myself, I thought about it, and I said, I don't have one fucking friend that I can put on loudspeaker in public. Not one friend. And
No.
I wouldn't want a friend that I can fucking put on loudspeaker.
Why would you
I'm not a loudspeaker friend.
Well, that's right. And why would you talk to someone on loudspeaker anyway?
Everyone's paranoid about cancer. You put it up to your
really?
ear
Still?
and you get brain cancer.
Still?
Yeah.
Well, no one's died from brain cancer related to a mobile phone.
That's a big statement, buddy. That's a huge, uneducated statement there.
God, I've upset the conspiratorials.
But, I did something the other day. I put out an official email to all my friends and relatives and told them that I'm retiring from funerals, weddings, and birthday parties. Do not send me an invitation. I will not even reply. I'm retired. And then I thought,
And you know what they're thinking? They're thinking, thank God. Thank God. Now we don't have to invite that cunt over. Anyway.
Well, there you talk, you cunt. You had 3 fucking weddings. 3 that I had to fucking go to. And not only did you have 3, you did the same speech at every one of them. But
the way you say that is like you think it was my choice to have a wedding. Like, it's got nothing to do with me, all right?
Oh, look, your best wedding was the second one. That was great. I remember when they played Nutbush City Limits and everyone's doing that stupid Nutbush City Limit dance, and then fucking Gunter, who was like a sprightly 81-year-old at the time.
Yeah.
Gets up and starts goose-stepping around. He's goose-stepping around everyone, and he's singing at the top of his voice, "They call it Nutbush. They call it Nutbush. They call it Nutbush City Limits." And then, our mate Jed and fucking Keefe and David go, "Go, Gunter, go, Gunter." Yes. And I pulled him aside after it.
Yeah.
And I said, "What is it with you and that song?" And he said, "When I was growing up in the fatherland, there were city limits everywhere. And you couldn't get from one city to another without the special stamp on your passport." And then fucking Hildy, his wife, comes up and says, "Okay, Gunther, okay, that's enough. You've had enough," because he's drinking schnapps. She goes, "You've had enough."
That
Gunther.
he brought himself. He brings it himself in that little bottle that that he thinks no one knows. Oh, no, it's my tonic. It's my tonic. Yeah, bullshit.
And she goes, "You've had enough," and he goes, "I had enough in 1944."
This is quite a confronting story. So this guy who's a house inspector, he goes. I don't know what do house inspectors do.
This is in America. News. This is the news.
Yeah. So I'm a bit conflicted
what
about
he is,
this.
Though, what he is he's a house. It's like a project housing. So
it's like when you rent, it's like the landlord comes in to do an inspection.
It's like a housing commission, in the projects. Right. So his job is to go around and inspect everyone's place to make sure
they're not trashing it and stuff like that. Yeah. Anyway, so he goes into the nursery, and for whatever reason, no one's at home. For whatever reason, he starts masturbating, and then just halfway through it, he obviously needs a little bit of help, a little bit of inspiration. So he grabs the Tickle Me Elmo doll, and he finishes it. But what he does,
I'm laughing.
Yeah, what he doesn't realise is that there's a baby monitor. There's no one in there.
There's a camera.
Yeah, but there's no baby or anything. So it's just doing what it's switched on, left on. So it sent a notification to the mother that someone's in the nursery. So she gets a little app, and she's looking. And did he actually? Is he going to go to jail for that?
Well, he masturbated with it.
Yeah.
And you know what they've charged him with?
What?
Malicious damage to property.
No, they dropped that one.
Oh, they dropped that?
Yeah. So they've taken that off him, but they've still got whatever it is, whatever the other one is. Well, what is it? See, in his mind, he's not masturbating in front of anyone, is he? So he's there all by himself, right?
Yeah.
But... Well, actually, is it because it's on private property? Do you think?
But yes, it's not. It's because it's on private. Look,
but it's not. It's a project, so it's owned by the council or the government or something, isn't it? So that's.
Well, yeah, but
I don't know.
But the thing is, look, they should have a crime, right? Charge you with a crime called dirty cunt. So you've been charged with being a dirty cunt. Can you imagine how preventative that would be? Everyone would go, "Oh no, I don't want that on my fucking," when employers
on my CV.
Yeah, when employers look at your criminal record. Oh, he was charged with being a dirty cunt.
Well, yeah, all right. Well, that's one way. But personally, I think every Tickle Me Elmo doll should have a tag on it. Do not use this as a masturbation device. This is not a sex toy. That's what they should have, a tag on it. This is not a sex toy.
Yeah, that's going to stop him.
Yeah. Well, I think then you pick it up and you go, "Oh, okay, yeah, no, I understand. You put it down, right?" And that's fair enough. And that's probably what he would have done if he had if the tag had been on there. So I would sue. Who is it? Sesame Street. Sue Sesame Street.
Elmo's too sexy. I
was tickling him, and then they arrested me.
He's not wearing any pants. What do you expect?
The other one was vagina chips, which I clicked on after you sent me the link, and they wouldn't let me in. They wouldn't let me in. I don't know why. I think maybe you need to sign off. I don't know. I just lose interest.
Vagina chips. So they've put out, some companies put out vagina flavoured chips. Now, what I want to know is, where do they get the flavour from?
Oh, they make it scientific.
But from my experience, no two vaginas taste the same. So who did they decide?
Who do they base it on, you mean?
Yeah,
who do they base it on?
Is it based on Pamela Anderson's vagina?
Okay.
Or is it based on the old lady up the road's vagina?
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. So, all right, chicken salt, right? That's not made from chickens, right? Obviously. But so what chicken does it taste like? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but all chicken basically tastes the same.
Does it?
Vaginas don't taste the same.
So chickens taste the same, but vaginas don't. Oh, why?
Yeah.
Why?
You're going to have to ask the Lord above.
No, I see. No, I totally agree. Yeah.
No, God must have put more time into vaginas to make them all individual. Vaginas are like snowflakes.
Oh, so
no two are the same. But with chickens, he just went, yeah, all right, you cunts can all taste the same. I'm not going to put much time into that. But with vaginas, he's going, you know,
so when he's creating
everyone.
Yeah, when he's creating mankind, on Wednesday he did vaginas, and at 4:15 on Friday he did chickens.
Yeah, that's right.
He said, fuck it, I'm fucking over this, I'm going.
Because vaginas, right, if you think about it, fucking rule the world. They rule the world, so... everything every man has ever done has been because of a vagina. So he had to put time into it.
Oh, right, I see. Because it was so important.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, all right. Okay, so the chips. So the chips.
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe the flavour changes. Maybe, they just change it secretly.
Barbecue vagina, salt and vinegar vagina.
There you go. So it's just a matter of going through the whole series or the whole
Atomic Tomato.
Yeah,
that's my favourite vagina.
And then find the one that. Oh right, yeah, that's the one I like. That's the one. Yeah, and then just stick to it. That's right. Beautiful.
Speaking of vaginas, the woman who had some plastic surgery on her vagina to make it tighter, and now it squeaks. She said it squeaks when she walks. And she's like 45, and she's got two sons that are like 18 and 16.
Oh, yeah, I know. I saw that. That was so funny because I can't remember when you sent it's like an article, and I can't remember where I was. I was somewhere really serious with all these really serious people, and I look on my phone and up pops your email, and I open the photo and it says, "My new vagina is so tight it squeaks when I walk," and I went like that, and then they're all looking at me going, "Oh, what's so funny?" I'm going, "Nah, that's all right.
Nothing.
That's all right. No, I can't remember. I was probably in a library or something. Some fucking boring place.
You should have said, "Well, I don't know what's funnier, the squeaky vagina or the vagina chips."
The squeaky chips.
I was thinking, that fucking squeaky vagina, right? Like, she walks into the room, and, and her fucking says to her sons, "You clean up this place. I've got to go shopping." And walks out. An hour later, they've done nothing. They're playing fucking Xbox. And they hear, and they go, "Fuck, we haven't fucking cleaned anything. We haven't cleaned anything." And then one of them gets up and goes, "Oh, don't worry, it's not Mum. It's the kid next door jumping on his trampoline." He goes, "Fuck, that sounds like Mum's cunt."
All right.
Am I right or am I right?
I'm dying here.
Speaking of the professor, fucking hell, man. I went over his place. He's blind drunk. This is about 5 a.m. Blind drunk.
What were you doing at this place at 5 a.m?
I just woke up and I saw his light on and I thought, oh, fuck, I'll go over and I'll see him.
Oh, this will be good for a laugh. Is that what you thought?
Blind drunk. Says to me, he goes, you're a fucking Trump supporter, or you love Trump or some fucking shit. I don't know where you got that from. Takes a swing at me.
Jesus.
But, a 1 mile per hour swing.
Yeah.
Does a total 360 doing the swing. I kick him in the ass. Not hard. He falls on the ground and he's giggling.
Yeah.
And he goes, "I want some fucking breakfast. Let's get some fucking breakfast." Anyway, he's got his phone and he's got his phone turned up loud. We go outside. He puts it in his poncho and he puts on Law and Order. Law and Order. So you just hear the music really
the TV
loud.
show. The TV show.
Really loud at 5 in the morning. You just hear da-dum, da-da-da-da-da-da, da-dum, da-dum.
All right. Yeah, I get it.
And then you're hearing gunshots and people screaming and shit, and fucking people are turning their lights on. He's just giggling. Then we get down to where the cafes are.
Yeah.
And he wants to hear that song, Sun, Sun, Sun. Do you know that song? Sun, Sun, Sun. So he's just, all the people are sitting, all the morning joggers and all the healthy fucking people are sitting there at the cafes, and he's just in his phone, he's going, sun, sun, sun. And his phone's just like...
Oh, Siri, you mean?
Yeah,
Siri.
it's Siri. Yeah. And his phone's just like putting up pictures of the sun.
Yeah.
And I said, say sun, 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 song, you idiot. He goes, sun, 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 sun. So he finally gets it, and he's turned it right up. He's in the middle of all the cafes swaying and shit. Sun, sun. Everyone's fucking looking at him. He's bare feet. Oh. Then he's walking around to the cafes. He's going, this is like about 5:30 in the morning, and he's going to all the cafe owners, fish and chips. And they're going, nah, this is a breakfast menu. And he's going, fish. And I just left him then.
Oh, that's it. You just left. Wow.
But that's who wrote my reference.
I love that little bit at the end. That's who wrote my reference. I'm guaranteed success. Guaranteed. All right. What about letter of the week? What do you think? Should we do that?
Let's do it.
All right. Dear Mr. Fish and Mr. Hendricks, I am a great fan of your show and listen every week. I have a slight problem and was hoping you could help me. A few weeks ago, I was raided by the federal police. They had mistaken my house for my neighbour's, who I believe is involved in money laundering. Sure. During the raid, they mistook my love doll, Naomi, for a perpetrator. Naomi is a Tanaka 357 KPGS, which, as you guys know, has the moving eyes and the heated skin. Well, that is amazing because, of course, we know. Duke, do you remember?
Remember we
did the skin for the vagina, remember?
What was it called?
I can't remember now.
V9, I think.
V9.
V9 is the vagina skin we invented.
Well, and as
I should have said that in my fucking interview. Yeah. I invented vagina skin, V9.
Yes, but as our fans know, we then on-sold the patent for V9 to Lexus, who then used it for their glove boxes, remember?
Yes.
And we were invited by Toyota, who make Lexus, to go to the launch of the Lexus, I can't remember what it was, in Tokyo. So we were there, and, it was everyone was there. It was like a big show. The car looked beautiful, and there was that sumo wrestler. You remember? I can't remember what his name was, but do you remember?
Jimmy.
Jimmy. How could you
That's
forget?
what he told us to call him.
How you could forget that
Jimbo
ass.
or something.
Jimbo son.
Yeah.
And anyway, so remember, I'm with Jimbo's son, and I open the door and I open the glove box and I say, "Hey, Jimbo, put your hand in." And he puts his hand in the glove box,
God.
and he goes, "Oh, feel like cunt." Remember that?
Yeah.
And I went, and then I turned to the head of Toyota, who was the president, who was standing next to me, and I said, "Mate, did you just hear what he said?" I said, "Get rid of that, oh, what a feeling. Who's going to buy a car, listen to that?" You said, "Oh, feel like cunt." That's going to sell you cars. That's what will sell you cars. And then he just looks at me like I'm a fucking idiot. And I just thought to myself, well, you see, he can't see the rice for the sushi. So fuck him. Anyway, we went home, and look where we are now. Look where Toyota are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
anyway, yes.
Well,
sorry.
I thought when you said that to him, I was giggling because I thought, fucking hell, we've made it now. We've made it now. And, the trouble with us is that we're too far ahead of our time. It will one day, maybe in 100 years, it'll say, feel like cunt.
Yeah. Well, it'll be like I'm not buying this car because the glove box just doesn't do anything for me. All right, so back to the letter. Okay, so
fuck, I forgot all about the letter.
So the doll.
I was back in Japan, buddy.
The doll has moving eyes and a heated skin. All right, so the police have raided, right? So the police shot Naomi 5 times. It was very distressing. I am wondering whether to pursue compensation as she was very expensive if you include shipping. Can you help? Yours, name withheld. Oh, well, so first of all, I'm thinking, well, how bad would Naomi be? Would you still be able to use it, do you think?
She's got more holes now. You can invite your friends over.
Do you honestly think someone who has a robotic love doll has friends? Oh, God. Well, I was thinking about, he doesn't say where the shots were, but I'm assuming the police, they do body shots.
Yeah.
They don't do headshots usually. So I'm thinking...
So around the stomach, legs maybe?
Yeah. Yes. And so in the Tanaka 357, of course, the motherboard's in the head. So it could still be all right, But
he's going to look. If the motherboard in the brain is all right, he's just going to have to take it to more of a cerebral relationship.
Cerebral, right?
Yes,
I know what that means. Well, yeah, I mean, he could just
platonic now.
They can role play. They're role play. He just puts bandages on, and they just do doctor patient. I don't know. Anyway,
doctor patient. That's good.
Some people are into that sort of thing. All right. But he's saying, should he pursue compensation? I'd say no. I think for a person like him, the worst thing he could possibly do is draw attention to himself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, don't then you're going to have to take...
go to court.
Was Naomi, was it?
Naomi, yeah. Oh, to take Naomi to court?
Yeah, she's got to go to court and she's going to be sitting there with bullet holes in her and...
under cross-examination.
Yeah.
She loses it and just starts going on about this guy, what he does.
They'll say to her, state your name, and she'll go, Naomi... And he'll say, well, how are you today? And she'll say,
he's going to say, how are you today?
She'll say 28 degrees, feels like 20.
Feels like 20. And then he said, so what have you been doing today? Well, I've been humped all day by that idiot over there. All day. And I'm over it. All right. Okay. All right. Well, I think we've helped him.
Don't do it. Don't fucking seek any compensation. You're lucky.
Yeah.
You got out of there alive.
Yeah. Maybe you can ask your neighbour for advice. All right. In other news, this is quite an interesting one about that boy that is 6 years old, 6 years old.
11.
11. I've done my research, obviously. Yeah. He's 11, and he says that he's a reincarnated woman.
No. Sorry, I thought you were talking about someone else. Yeah. Yeah, go on. He's 6. You're right.
Yeah. So it's sort of like an FBI file, but it's current because he says that he was actually a woman who died in 1996. She was 28, and
a black woman
who died in a fire, and he's saying that he's actually a reincarnation of her, and he knows all this stuff about her, and then the parents track down.
She's from another city. There's no way that he'd ever be able to research anything.
No, and then he was just talking about this woman, only knew the first name and blah blah blah, and then the parents pieced it together and eventually found the woman's family. I mean, I don't know.
And she did die in a fire, and then they gave the little boy all these pictures of all these women that look similar, and he picked her straight away. Said, "That's me."
Wow. What do you think? I must admit I don't believe it. I think it. I don't know.
Well, I saw this documentary on this little Lebanese girl, right? She's in Lebanon. This guy goes around and he looks for that kind of stuff. And, and they were saying that she, as soon as she could crawl, she crawled over to the telephone and started ringing this number and talking to this guy, blah, 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 just going off at this guy in baby talk. And she'd ring the same number all the time. And then when she started to talk, she told them the street. I want to go to blah, blah, blah street. And then when she got older, it was, she reckons she was married to this guy. This guy killed her. This guy killed her and married the neighbor next door. And she gave them all the names and fucking everything.
Fuck, that's it.
So I don't believe that.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's weird, isn't it? You sort of, I don't know. I think there are a lot of the times people want to believe that shit so that they perpetrate it, you know, they make it sort of, is that what she said? You know, yes, yeah, you know, like, so I don't know. You'd have to say that it's not true, but you'd want to wish it was because, you know, it'd be nice to have some sort of freaky shit. I'd love to live in a street with a freak like that. You know, the freak girl, you know, that little girl.
Everyone else in the street is living with a freak like you. Yeah, you're the freak in your street.
Oh, yeah, I know. But I mean, like, it'd be nice if there was another, like, you know, someone, and then people would make pilgrimages, you know, and you'd walk out in the street and it'd be like all these people screaming and dancing and, you know, burning an effigy.
Pilgrimage to see Leon.
Yeah, and then, you know, like that shit, that'd be great. I mean, that'd really liven things up, you know. But I don't know.
What about the 11-year-old boy who stuck an acupuncture needle in his penis?
On what? And which way? Like across?
Downways.
Down. Oh, right. Oh, because I was talking to someone about this, and it's I
mean, he stuck it in the eye of his penis.
Yeah. I know. I was talking to someone about this. It's a thing. It's called urethra stimulation or something. It's like quite common. People do it all the time.
But he's 11.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, you know, it's like a thing. Maybe it's like a condition or something. I don't know.
Well, I know is.
So what? I mean, but that's pretty full on and probably life changing, really, when you think about it. It wouldn't be a good thing to do, would it? And where the fuck does he get an acupuncture needle from?
He was Chinese.
Oh.
He is. He's Chinese.
All right. Oh, yeah. I know. Oh, yeah. I'll say that next time I see a Chinese person, I'll say, oh, shit, have you got an acupuncture needle? Oh, you fucking racist. You think just because I'm Chinese, I'm...
No, they'll say, why, you want to stick it in cock? That's what they'll say.
Anyway, so he's Chinese. Miraculously, he has an acupuncture needle handy, and that's what he does.
You did a wee-wee in your coke, buddy.
And that's what he did.
Well, but I remember in the good old days when we were 11.
Yeah.
The penis was sacred. The penis was. I remember walking into. I went to my grandmother's house, and she was on the sewing machine, and I just covered myself and bolted. Because the penis is so sacred, you don't want to
even tempt fate, like even put it in any waveform of danger, anything.
You've got 10 fingers, you've got 10 toes, you've got 2 of everything else.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But you got 1 fucking
2 kidneys.
penis.
You got 2 kidneys.
Yeah, you got 2 kidneys, 2 balls even.
2 balls. That's right.
But you've got 1 fucking penis.
Yes.
And it's a sacred thing, and you should fucking look after it, not be sticking needles and USB fucking shit in there. Which reminds me,
Yeah.
I've got a man court.
Oh, good.
We're going to man court.
Oh, we do now, or have you finished with the needle? You finished with the needle and the penis, and your monologue, your Shakespearean monologue on penises. You finished that, have you? All right.
Thou hast.
Man Court is now in session with judges Duke and Leon.
Man court.
Yeah.
So, a guy is in a car. He's involved in a high-speed car chase, right?
Yeah.
Cops are after him. He cuts off his penis and throws it at the cops. Throws it at the cop car. It hit the windshield, and the cops went, fuck, that fucking fly had a big dick. So...
Oh God, that's shocking.
So what I'm saying is that a manly thing to do or not? Is that a man? Is he a man for chopping off his cock and throwing it at the cops to, I don't know, divert them?
Well, all right, we have to analyse this. So what was he trying to achieve?
Escape.
So in terms of them stopping the car and going, wow, I'm not going to touch that guy, he's a freak, or crashing the car because it disables the car. I mean, what was he trying to achieve? Like, because if you wanted to destroy the car, like smash the windshield and make them crash, I mean, would you throw something soft?
We don't know it was soft.
Well, I'm assuming by the time it hit the windshield, it would have been soft. It may have been hard when it started, but it's gone soft. Trust me on that. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot.
Well, it's like it's a bit of a fucking oxymoron, isn't it? He's chopping off his manhood.
Yeah.
So is he a man after he chops off his fucking dick?
Well, a lot. It's quite common, isn't it, for people to neuter themselves, and we've discussed this before, and what's the theory behind it? To relieve yourself of the burden of procreation or sexual drive, and then you can become more focused.
I don't think this guy was very focused. He's in a fucking high-speed car chase. He's got the cops fucking coming at him. He's probably got a knife in the thing. I know what'll fucking get rid of him. I'll just chop my cock off and throw it out the fucking window.
Yeah, he's sitting next to a brick. And he's thinking, what am I going to throw at the cops? My cock or the brick? Yeah. Oh, no, my cock. That's much better. That's a much better idea.
So I'm saying he's not a man. No. That's not a way a man handles things, by chopping off your dick and throwing it at the cops.
He's an idiot.
He's an idiot. So we're in agreement?
100%. 100% idiot.
The woman who has exotic animals was humped to death by her camel.
By her camel?
Yeah.
Humped.
Humped. That's what it actually says in the headline. Camel humps woman to death.
Camel with humps woman to death.
Now, did he have one hump or two?
I can't remember. There's isn't there two different types of camels? Some have two and some have one. I don't know. So was she? So because camels don't have hands or something. But how does he hold her down? And I just don't get that.
Well, that's what killed her. He's jumped up on his hind legs, grabbed her, humped her for 2 hours.
What?
2 fucking hours. So she's got this farm, right? Yeah. She's got this farm. Her husband's gone to work. He comes back. She's dead on the ground, covered in camel semen. And the camel's chewing grass.
smoking a camel, smoking a cigarette.
Can you imagine that? You come home, your wife is dead, covered in camel semen.
So what do you think you'd say? Would you say, "What's going on here"? No, you wouldn't say that because you'd know straight away. What would you say?
No, he would have crouched down, put his finger on the semen and tasted it and went, the fucking camel. That's a fucking camel. Like a detective, you know?
Like a detective, a pet detective. Wow. I don't know what to say. I know camels spit a lot.
Yeah.
You know, and I know a lot of people who spit and they're quite aggressive. So I'm assuming if you spit, you're aggressive. So maybe that's a common thing for camels. You've got to be very careful. They spit and they're aggressive. And they wear bandanas and they drive really bad, loud cars.
Well, I think it is, don't fucking have animals in your fucking farm, exotic fucking animals. Jesus Christ, a camel.
What did you say? Don't have animals in your farm.
Yeah.
What's the matter? I've lost all my money. I had this farm and there was no animals.
Duke told me to get rid of all my animals.
Duke told me to get rid of all. And then so I got nothing.
All right, I got some headlines for you.
All right.
Constipation pill backfires.
Yep, definitely. Beautiful.
Definitely. Well, what does that mean? Definitely.
I don't know. Go next.
The Ohio butt tickler found in rear end of shop.
Oh, that's interesting. Definitely.
Seeing eye dog fails eye test.
Will never drive again.
Merry-go-round operator arrested at roundabout. I should have read that story. I was thought, I'm going to read that one, but I didn't. I didn't get to it. Last one. This is my favorite.
Yeah.
Boy who ran away because he was grounded.
Yeah.
Is grounded.
Yes. That's new age parents. See, when you're limited to what punishment you can, the worst punishment you do is ground someone. So when he should have boy who ran away has feet chopped off. How about that?
Grounded. Fucking hell.
Grounded. Yeah, you're grounded for running away.
You know what?
Wouldn't you feel like an idiot even saying that?
My old man didn't have to say I was grounded. He just whacked me in the back of the head and knocked me out, and I'd be automatically grounded for 2 weeks because I couldn't fucking walk.
Well, we were so poor. I didn't have to get grounded. I had no money, so where the fuck would I go? You know?
You went plenty of places, buddy.
Nah.
Don't worry.
Ask Leon now. Ask Leon now. Ask Leon now. Ask Leon now.
It's time for Ask Leon Now.
Oh, God. I thought I was free. I thought I got out of this. I thought I was in my Uber. All right.
So I've got Ask Leon Now from Raj in New Delhi, and he wants me to do the accent.
He does not.
He does. It says, please do Indian accent. It would be racist of me not to do it.
Okay.
So he says, oh, dear Leon, if you could choose any job in a nudist colony, what would you choose?
Breast massaging.
Breast massaging, really?
Yeah. What do you mean? Straight away without any
Have you seen the
hesitation.
people that go to nudist colonies?
Oh, yeah.
They're like 60-year-old fucking couples.
I don't know.
You know what I'd choose?
I don't know now. Now you scared me now.
I would be the clothes police. So if you're walking around, right?
Yeah.
If you're walking around and you see someone who you don't think should be naked, He said, right, put on clothes.
Towel. Put a towel on.
Come here. Yeah, towel, please.
Towel. Fucking hell. Yeah, no, because I don't know. When you said that, I straight away I was at the Playboy Mansion, but I'm guessing that's not what it would be like.
No.
It'd be all these old Danish and Finnish men and women with saggy bits, and like this couple walking and the ball sack dragging the sand and her tits dragging the sand. They're leaving. They look like turtle marks. You look down and you think, oh, there's been fucking turtles. Where are all the turtles?
She'll be going, yeah, Leon, you said you massage my tits. You're like, yes, ma'am.
Oh, my God.
Yes, ma'am. And then you'd be massaging your tits and all this fucking buttermilk would start coming out.
All right. I'm going. I can't stand it anymore.
Good. Fuck off.
Fuck off.
Ask Leon now. Ask Leon now. Ask Leon now. Ask Leon now.
All right, thank you all for listening. Until next week, this is Duke and Leon signing off from the big world of audio stimulation.
Duke and Leon, school